Yo, what's good, everybody? There was a decent amount of moves made before the trade deadline the other day, but of course, the most impactful one was James Harden for Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond, and Seth Curry. Now, this kind of surprised me a little bit because James Harden just came to the Nets like a year ago. He came like around the beginning of last season when he was all fat and he wanted to leave Houston, went out on the podium and said that we're not good enough and never returned to Houston, went to the Nets for a whole year. And he kind of had a decent regular season. He was in the MVP conversation for a little while. Then he popped his hamstring and it affected him all the way throughout the playoffs. He wouldn't be able to be himself. Now, Ben Simmons last year, he was, doing this thing as the second guy for Philadelphia, but towards the end of the season, they started unraveling, and then they lost in the second round to the Atlanta Hawks, somebody who they should have never lost to. Even Ben Simmons even passing up an open dunk towards the end of game 7. Nobody knows why this dude is so afraid to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. He's another one. Well, not another one. I would say Giannis, but Giannis actually worked on his jump shot. He's not the greatest shooter still, but at least he's knocking down them things. And he don't give a damn who laughs at him. You know what I'm saying? Giannis probably like around 34, 35% right now. Ain't nobody complaining about him shooting threes. Ben Simmons could have been had a three. This motherfucker used to make practice little videos where he's shooting 33s in a row and making them shits. And get to the game, now he about to piss in his pants when he at the 3-point line. Now he wide open at the 3-point line and he gets scared and run in for a little dunk or one of them ugly ass floaters that he do. But I love this trade. This trade, man, it benefits both teams, man. Because look, Ben Simmons on the Nets, he's still, I feel like he needs to develop a jump shot in his career, but at this team right here, he definitely ain't got to worry about none of that because he is going to be surrounded with the elite of the elite shooters. You know what I'm saying? He going to have Kyrie Irving. He going to have KD, Joe Harris when he get healthy, Patty Mills. They will be able to run Ben Simmons like how Giannis is doing in Milwaukee. Ben Simmons have a lot of potential, man. Ben Simmons, he has stretches where Joel Embiid wasn't in the game and he was the lone star on the team for about 10, 15 games. And Ben Simmons gave you all the triple doubles in the world. I remember he was averaging like a 20-point triple double while Joel Embiid was out. And he gonna have Seth Curry once again. This man gonna be surrounded by all the shooters that you can ask for. So the Brooklyn Nets definitely need him because perimeter defense is one of their biggest problems. And this guy here, he's one of the best defenders in the league. I got Ben Simmons top 5 defender in the league. But in the playoffs, the Nets, they looked like they had started playing better on defense. And you know what I'm saying? So this could all mesh really well. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons, you can't have, even though this man is a great defender, he can't be a great defender on an island full of shitty defenders because that's going to defeat the purpose of being a good defender. Five players can work around one good defender and get the ball in the basket. You know what I'm saying? But Brooklyn still lacks a lot of good defense. But I think that they can at least be middle of the pack because you can't be a less than average defense and win a championship. Now, Philly, Harden, he's exactly what they need, perimeter scoring. You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid, these past 2 years, he's been playing at an MVP level. And right now it's because not because, but a lot of it is because Ben Simmons hasn't been there. So Joel Embiid been having all the spacing in the world that he needs. You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid is increasing his game. He's even running the break and stuff now. You know, like when he has all that space and the dude looks unstoppable, dog. He get the ball at the top of the key and does whatever he wants with it, one on one with a defender. He even got a mid range, a pull up mid range. You know what I'm saying? I seen him running up the court and stopping on a dime at mid range without a care in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because if Ben Simmons was there, Ben Simmons defender would have stepped over and helped on that double team on Joel Embiid. You know what I'm saying? He just get doubled way more often with Ben Simmons moving around from dunker spot to dunker spot without the ball. And James Harden, he reunites with Daryl Morey. You know, Daryl Morey, he is so delusional about James Harden. It's so funny. He always comes up with these stats that make James Harden look like he just better than Michael Jordan, talking about he averaged more points per touch than Michael Jordan. He's a better scorer than Kobe. And he even traded Clint Capella one time because he found this stat talking about James Harden was the fifth best post defender in the league. You know what I'm saying? James Harden is in heaven right now because Daryl Morey let him do whatever the fuck he wants to do. James Harden gonna be out here shooting over 10 threes a game, but you know what I'm saying? He could fit with Joel Embiid, but he gotta understand this is not no fucking Rockets West. All that dribble, 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 and everybody watch you. Embiid is not. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna be with that shit because him in the post is more efficient than James Harden at the three. Even if you want to pull out the numbers, look at what you want to look at. Joel Embiid is more effective in the post than James Harden from three. This is still Joel Embiid's team. You know what I'm saying? And James Harden, he's going to a great defensive team. You got Thibault, you got Tobias Harris, you got long arms around you. So when Harden gets blown by on the perimeter, he's gonna have people there to make up for him or take the toughest backcourt scorer for the other team. That's stuff Matisse Thibault does. You know, take stress off of Harden. But like I say though, this is a great trade. This is a great trade. Both teams benefit. And don't be surprised if either one of these two teams make it out of the East. But Philly, they got a chance. It's just James Harden and his inefficiency in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But he got the gravity perfect for Joel Embiid, can take attention off of Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid gonna see more one-on-ones and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just when Philly goes cold, they can win the East. It's just how well are they gonna shoot the ball, you know? And Philly, I mean, in Brooklyn, they got a chance with that big three. But will Kyrie be able to play enough games? Will the vaccine thing fuck him up because he been on and off? That's kind of what drove Harden away because Kyrie never available. It's just their lack of leadership in Brooklyn with Ben Simmons, KD, and Kyrie is going to be there. So we got to see though. These two teams have a very high ceiling, and it's great for the NBA that this happened.